Big sister? Wake up! Don't wanna make naps. Ah! You woke up easier than I thought. Yeah, I always was a light sleeper. The slightest poke is all it really takes to get me out of bed. Well, not out of bed, but not unconscious. It's a real problem. Big sister, are you sleepy? Operation Brickton was a week ago, but the Almia Times is still writing about it. They don't got much going on, sister. It really was something special, wasn't it? May as well give me a gander. Let's see, Top Ranger saves Almia. God damn. I'm like some kind of celebrity or something. Ultra Incorporated was Team Dimson. President Blake, the mastermind. Now that's a Mamma Mia moment. Ultra Tower revealed as a giant Gigaremo. A hearty thanks to all Rangers. I'm glad Barlow was able to get into the paper too. Man was an MVP in the best of ways. Mom was calling you downstairs. Oh, chop, 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 chop. What's with that walk cycle? Chop, 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 chop. Hello, one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Almia. Sorry, it's actually been about a week since I last played. I had to get back into the swing of things. Anyway, as you can see, we're still playing this, even though the main story is over. That's because, well, there's some stuff that's still left for us to do. Quests, namely. Plus, we're not even a rank 10 ranger. What's up with that? You'd think after everything we did, we'd be there at this point. But yeah, as you can see from all of the various holes in our power-up data list, there's still more to be done. We ain't done with any of this mess. So, yeah. I don't actually know how long it's going to take me to do everything that's left over, but I'm gonna do it. So maybe this is 1 bonus, maybe this is 2, maybe it's 3 or 4. I haven't the slightest. Oh, hi, good morning. Did she wake you up again? She literally never stops. It is an unending hell. Please keep her out of that room. I told her to let you sleep some more. I like to think that, that Sumi's just been asleep for a whole ass week. It's only because this one's such an early riser herself, isn't it? Yeah, she's weird. Chairperson Irma called. She wants to see you at the union. Of course. She said it wasn't urgent, though. I wonder what it's about. We may never know. It must feel good to know that you're needed. I mean, admittedly, yeah. Take care. Yeah, I'm outie. I'm outie 5000. I'll see you sucker chumps on the flip side. Oh, I just teleported here. Okay. I trust you've rested well, dear. Well, I've rested. Repairs to the HQ took longer than we expected. A lot of, I don't know, drywall installation. Did you know this place is full of asbestos? Had to get all that taken out. But here we are. Sumi, in recognition of, oh, I actually think I'm gonna get rank 10. In recognition of your work in Operation Brighton, I am certifying you to Ranger rank 10. I am now the most rangery ranger to ever range a tur. I don't know where the T came from. Sumi was promoted to Ranger rank 10. She is powerful. Sumi, I also have a small gift. Ooh, I like gifts. What is? Sumi accepted something from Chairperson Irma. God only knows what it is. Some sort of shawl, perhaps? That is an entry pass to the capture arena. Ah, gotcha. In case you want to capture literally anything that you've missed, or rather, you want to recapture things that you've already captured, get higher scores or higher ranks, that's an option. The capture arena is a place where one can test one's skills. Go and try it out. Nah. Its whereabouts, well, let's have you search for it. That's a really stupid thing to do. Well, here's a bonus feature for you, but where do you do it? I'll never tell. Yeah, I don't think so, lady. It would be like a game for a change, wouldn't you agree? I'm already playing a game, and the game's called Life, woman. I'll give you a hint. It's somewhere in this world. You, of all people, should have no trouble finding it. You really think saying it's in this world is a hint? Woman, please. Incidentally, though the Ultra incident came to a safe conclusion, a ranger's job isn't finished. There still remains the responsibility of protecting Pokemon and nature. Also, there's another challenge that, so far, none have beaten in Almia. The race to completely fill the browser. You may try your hand at that, dear. Look, I'll do all of the quests, okay? I've had my fill on filling out what is essentially a Pokedex when I did, Legends Arceus, okay? That was way more effort than I was mentally prepared for doing. I don't need to do that anymore.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
Oh yes, one other thing. You can now check your ranger record on the ground floor of the HQ building. You may want to examine it. Yeah, I guess I could show that off. You may also find new discoveries in places you've already visited too. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Also, hi. Forgot about all you guys. Goddamn, were you just hanging out in my room while I was napping that whole time? They were straight up chilling. Straight up chilling. All right, well, I definitely appreciate it. Okie dokie do. Now, where is this thing that'll tell me my ranger record? My rangeroo. And who's this nerd? How many rangers do you suppose there are around the world? Roughly 4. Let's see here. Are you the lady type? I'm glad Almia is back to normal. You're not telling me much of anything. Let's keep the tension high. Would you like me to recharge your styler? Nah, girl. Then if you then what do you do? Here, you can check on your achievements as a ranger up till now. Ah. Usually it's the purple hair lady that recharges the styler. But yeah, there you go. Number of steps walked, conversations, 489, Jesus. Man, imagine if when you pass on, you get to see your record of everything you did. Wouldn't that be wild? 66 vibes sessions, wow. Or saves, as they like to call it. Number of quests cleared, 40 out of 60, y'all. 40 out of 60. Best partner, Miss Drevis. Hell yeah. Number of loops. Oh my god, look at all the loops. That is obscene. Also, capture line length in feet. Christ. My goodness. All right, well, that is certainly something. But okay, all right, we've got quests. At least I'm going to hope and assume that they're just available to me at this moment in time and I can just go off and do them. Otherwise, well, we're kind of up a creek, aren't we? Taking a look. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, yes, I see. Oh, hey, it's the conflicted marshmallow boy. I want someone to bring back a Pokemon that will be the model for my art. You don't say. Okay. Oh, hey, Melody. Want to put on a concert for my brother? Oh, my goodness. Oh my god, my guy's feeling down and it's making me sad. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, golly gosh. We've got quests from just about dang near everybody. All sorts of peeps. All right. Well, since I'm already in the building, where do you figure Wendy would be chilling? I mean, if I had to wager a guess, probably the rooftops. So let's go and take a look-see-loo, yeah? Let's go and take a look, but not a book look. Books not so fun. Oh, or I guess we'll do whatever this is. Whoa, you can't go up. Stop. Why not? The roses aren't what? Oh, yes, you can help with this. The rose in a Roserade's right hand. What color is it? Red or blue? That's right, yes. We're arguing over that. Whether a Roserade's right hand is red or blue. We need to know. I don't think you two are being truthful to me in any regard. Honestly, we're really fighting over that. Pretty please, if you two are still fighting over Sven, I would like to assume that you are both smart enough to realize that he's a bit of a womanizing scumbag and not worthy of either of your attentions. But, I mean, I guess there's no accounting for taste, now is there? Think of it as a once-in-a-lifetime plea. We want you to go capture a Roserade. Do you either of you know where I could find one of those? I've heard a Roserade lives deep in a forest somewhere. Oh, gee, that's real descriptive. Please, it has to be you to do it. All right. Fantastic. That is so descriptive. A forest. Wowee. Ah, hello there. Man, okay, damn. Wait, you're not even the Roserade, you're just a random ass float. I'm not here for a floatzel. What happened to the Roserade I was literally just staring at? Where is it? I can't see it. There it is. My god. Freaking aqua otter. All otters are aqua, whatever. Goddamn thing was running around trying to mess me up, trying to get in the way of my Roserade acquisition. All right. Okay, finding it wasn't too terribly difficult, but I did need to go to a location that I had never been to before. I will gladly and momentarily show you what that's all about in a moment. Tragically, we're probably going to have to say goodbye to some of the Pokemon that are hanging out with us just because I need the space, but you know, that sort of thing is just gonna end up happening. All right, now let's see. I've got the Roserade now, so we can go and bring that back. I'm gonna need a Floatzel in order to be able to facilitate that, though. So, yes, actually, I did need a Floatzel the entire time, but still, it was very rude that you got up all in my biz when I wasn't actively searching for you at the time. Alright? It's a matter of principle. It's a sequence of events. Alright? And maybe I was just a little frustrated at the time and forgot the fact that I was going to need you to get myself back to the Union. Regardless, not the point. We're moving on from all this. Alright, please don't... Oh, actually... Luxray... Or Luxio, actually? I think you're a Luxio. Yeah, you're Luxio. Luxray is what you turn into. Diversify your name. How about that? Anyway, hang on just a hot god-dang second here. I've never captured a Lopunny, and for a very large assortment of reasons, I need to capture a Lopunny, okay? This is just a thing that I need to do. All right. Oh, whoa, she got some spin styles. That's pretty boss. And wow. Getting your assistance was not as difficult as I would have assumed. That works for me. A level 2 crush. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright. We aren't getting her for the sake of, you know, a good ability. We're getting her for the sake of just having it. Okay, so some abilities only go up to level 3, I learned. Let's see. I could easily see needing I'm gonna need a burn, a crush, or a cut at some point. I tell you that much. Electrified, don't even know. Don't even know. But, oh, wait, you don't even teleport. Oh, right. Well, anyway. Just looking over everything that I had at the moment. Okay, so now that we've got that, there's still at least one other Pokemon I'm going to need to capture, or two, potentially, actually, because I don't think we've ever done you! Cricketune, make the noise! Make the noise, Cricketune! Yay! Dee-lee-lee-lee-lee, whoop! Oh, Cricketune, you absolute delight. There we are. Okay. Now, we could have actually gotten here earlier, but, I mean, without the quest, we didn't really have much of a reason to do so. So, yeah, you know how it is. Also, yes, you may have noticed that there was a cave that we were standing next to. I'm aware of that. We'll get to that when we get to that, okay? Okay. So, with that, there should be just one more thing that I need to grab, and then we can just, you know, if you want a shift tree for your very own, then there is one. All right, so that's not really what I was trying to go for at all. I mean, I've already technically got one. I just wanted to inspect what its ability was. That's all I really wanted. But then I accidentally didn't click on the game itself, so I didn't run. I just stood there and let it happen. Now, can I please just inspect you for a hot second? Thank you. 3. Anyway, also, there's a Torterra if you want it. You're gonna need a really strong tackler in order to wake it up, though. Of which I currently do not possess. All right, now hang on. Surely one will fall from the sky eventually. There it is, Fortress! Very underrated Pokemon indeed. All right, so now let's just go ahead and recruit your goofy self. Still not a big fan of when Pokemon decide to expel green liquids. Also, they can explode. That is another thing that they can do, if you feel so inclined to let them. What kind of ability do you have? Level 2 Crush, same as Lopunny. I guess so. I guess. I still think exploding should count as... Actually, exploding probably does count as that, doesn't it? But if it is, it should definitely do more than 2. I'm not expecting huge numbers from the lad, but something, right? Anyway, that is Urithang. And yeah, I had to use a Floatzel to swim myself over here and everything. So now that you know, and we've gotten everything that there is to get, to the Union we shall return. Alrighty, time to see if the subject of their debate is actually what I speculated on or not. Sumi, welcome back! Come on up, quick! Oh, okay, Roserade on the roof, huh? Okay, sure, why not? Why the heck not? Were those flowers always there? I don't think they were. Also, how did somebody get a baker's cart up here? Sorry for lying to you. We were getting ready for this surprise party. We thought up that quest so we could keep the party a secret from you. Oh! You guys weren't fighting over an asshole, you were being nice to me. That's a double whammy of wholesomeness. It's quest clear. Okay, everyone, you can come in now. Well, god dang, I honestly did not anticipate that. Huh. Oh my, isn't this pretty? And then everybody showed up. I wonder how many everybody's there is. Party! It's a party, I say! Ha ha ha! He's gonna do the Charleston. Linda and Rhythmy, you set this up by yourselves? Well, that's what happens when you give them unrestricted rooftop access. Hinger Gorgy Gorgon, Ricky Morgan. That's right, I'm bringing the joke back! Ooh, that smells appetizing. Those are mine. If they got poppy seed muffins, those are mine. You can't have them. Is everyone here? Well, everyone from the Union. Not necessarily everybody, but I get what you were saying. Rhythmy, opening remarks, please. Me? Well, this is nerve-wracking. Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending our party. We, that's Linda and I, wanted to do something to thank our rangers. Shout out to that one dude operator whose name explicitly we were told to forget and is not relevant in any shape, way, or form. That's just funny to me. It's to show appreciation for their perilous heroics during Operation Brighton. Ah, thank you, Rhythmy. Now in honor of your great success in Operation Brighton, cheers! I want muffin. I've been eating vegetable stew for a week. I couldn't give this to you earlier because of the party. Here you go. What you got for me? Oh, from some bug defense. This girl just straight up said, hey, I have a gift for you, and then tossed me a can of frickin' bug spray. I see how it is. Well, hey, a prize is a prize. We take those. Well, all right then. I should check to see if there actually is anybody on the roof that wants to give me a quest of some description. Anybody chilling up here? Anybody at all? No. All right, well, now we know for certain. All right, I do actually know where Wendy is, though. That's what we were originally looking for. I found her, but we can't do her quest yet. It requires getting a bunch of Pokemon that you have to carry around all at once, and I don't want to just toss out Arcanine, Tyranitar, Absol, and Ampharos for absolutely no reason. Gardevoir as well, but I mean, I mainly just got her because I like her. If she comes in handy and I can use Psi Power level 3 somewhere, then, you know, that's just a wonderful bonus. But, alright, so we're going to have to put that one on the back burner for now. Now, oh, hang on, I would be remiss. Look at Sharp Ranger. You too, girl. Alright. You gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, sup, old man? What's the haps? Young Pokemon Ranger, hear me out. Over at the Peril Cliffs, I saw a Machop hefting a boulder bigger than itself. It must have been in training or something, using that huge boulder like a barbell. I watched the Machop train from morning. The sun, from morning. The sun was warm and pleasant. Sorry, I thought that was a continuous sentence. It was not. I must have fallen asleep when I heard this huge boom. That woke me up like a shot. I looked around and saw the boulder, but there was no sign of that Machop. Young Pokemon Ranger, maybe, just maybe, is the Machop trapped underneath the giant boulder like some sort of Gruntilda? We can't have that now, can we? Yeah, no, I'll go take a gander. Good answer. Go, go, Pokemon Ranger. Or toot toot, Sonic Warrior, as the kids sometimes say. Alright, so you said something about the Peril Cliffs? Do I remember how to get to whatever those are? I think I do. I'm halfway certain, perhaps. Let's see. I could always check the map now, couldn't I? But actually, I think these are just straight up the Peril Cliffs up here. Yeah, it's all coming back to me, don't you know? Yeah, here are the Peril Cliffs. Stay away from me, you goddamn bird! Oh my god. I could have gotten birded. That would have been a horrible travesty. Alright. No. I remember these cliffs and the perils of which they certainly pose. Definitely don't need that in my life. I could break this, but what if I need to? I mean, it's a large boulder, right? A medium boulder the size of a large boulder. What if? I mean, that was there before, so it can't be a new addition or anything. Pineco! And I'm just wondering if maybe the giant boulder that could be trapping a Machop could, also need a level 4, and if that's the case, then I should probably not waste my Tyranitar's Hyper Beam yet. You get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? You digging it? Do you dig? I think you do. You guys are smart. That said, how long is it going to take me to find it all natural styles? Usually the game is more than kind enough to just give me a little cutscene, go, hey, there's a Pokemon over there, you might want to go and help him out a little bit, you dig? So far, not so bueno on that front, but we'll figure it out. Oh, okay, right, there's Spanky again. Not, damn it. I was in the middle of saying not today. And what happens? I get bonked. I get bonked most triumphantly. And boy howdy, am I not a fan of that fact. A while in Gligar, was there always an Aerodactyl there? I think that Aerodactyl is new. Okay. Let's see if there's any way we could maybe swoons our way on over and say howdy do to that little fellow over there, yeah? I mean, it's a goddamn Aerodactyl. Another Pokemon that's supposed to be extinct for the record. And, yep. You certainly are asking for a whole lot of loops, aren't you there, boyo? All right, then. I expect your ability to be of at least mildly decent standing, okay? Do not be letting me down in this regard. Okay, here we go. Just keep it going. Look, a lot of hyper beams flying out of this dinosaur, I gotta say. Honestly, Aerodactyl is I know I keep saying underrated Pokemon, but Aerodactyl, I gotta say, probably, yeah, Aerodactyl. I mean, I guess it did get a Mega Evolution. Ah, Crush 4! I guess that's there for this exact reason, in case you didn't inexplicably have a Tyranitar the entire time. They give you an Aerodactyl! Well, at least I got knocked down here instead of, you know, somewhere significantly less convenient. Not today, Gligar. Not today. But yeah, okay, that would make sense. It does prove that I was completely correct, though, for the record. There are definitely more Gligar hanging out on these cliffs. Absolutely. Anyway, there's that Cherim again. No, we don't need your assistance. Yeah, they're making climbing around this place a whole lot more perilous, which is fitting. I understand what they be going on for here. Okay, could that bird maybe just, like, get a hobby or something? Because I got things to do, and they don't involve being chased down by you. All right. Could jump down there, but we're not doing that. Hello, Mawile. Always lovely to see you again. Okay, all right. I just wish to destroy a rock and save a Machop, don't you see? It's all I truly want. Ah, hey, there we go. Admittedly, I'm not 100% sure why I showed my entire walk over here, but I did. It happened. All right, so how do we go and say hey to that lad? Maybe something as simple as this will do. Yes. The answer is a resounding yes. All right, well, Tyranitar, you've been hanging out with us for a whole lot longer than Aerodactyl has, so you can go ahead and have the honors. I'm sure we'll find something else at some point that needs crushing that Aerodactyl can take care of. I just want to give the Pokemon with seniority something to actually, you know, have on their names. And there you go. Rock on, Tyranitar. And hello, Machop. I'm guessing you're our fighting type representative. Yeah, all right. You're a partner Pokemon, all right. All right. If that's the way it's guns to be. Whoa, ooh, that was a hell of a little wind-em-up punch you had there, little lad. Oh, damn, that was cool. Very cool. All right, I'm just gonna, whoop, not today. Keep it going. Keep up that momentum. There you go. You got grit, you got guts, you got might. In fact, you might even have the ability guts for all I know. Who knows? I'll be taking all of those points. Thank you very much. All right, then. Now, as much as I like having Mischievous, she has served us well, and she deserves a little bit of a break. So, if Machop offers to just hang out with us here and now, sure, we'll go for it. Why not? Why not? Sometimes you just bond with a fool. Sometimes it happens. There you go. Questo clear. Machop gained. Delightful. And yes, Mischievous, you go ahead and take yourself a siesta. All right, so, little jingle. There we are. Okay, so, now's as good a time as any to bring up the fact that, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, okay. So, I'm gonna be running around and doing all sorts of things for all sorts of quests and going back to areas I've already been to find certain Pokemon in certain places, and it's gonna take a really long time. So in order to be able to get everything done in a decent amount of time, I'm going to have to, oh my God. I'm gonna have to cut a whole lot of stuff out which means I'm not going to know how long each and every video I end up making is going to be. So I'm just trying to tell you, these episodes, these bonus episodes, until we get to the end, are probably just going to end randomly. Ugh, and not have an outro. Oi, because I'm just gonna try and do literally everything, and then I'll chop up all of the accumulative footage into however many videos it ends up being. That just makes sense to me. Anyway, my goodness. I am gonna go ahead and find ourselves another quest. Probably just the first one that we bump into, if I'm entirely honest with you. No real rhyme or reason. Hey, there's Rampardos yet again. Anyway, now that I finally found a screen transition, I'm gonna go find that quest. Here we are. All right, so I'm just kind of assuming that he's still inside this building. It's gonna be real embarrassing if it turns out that he's not. Nope, there he is. Hey-oh. Hey there, Sumi. Sup, conflicted marshmallow boy. Check this out for a minute. It's my carving of a Pokemon. Like a wood carving? I think I found my calling. I really enjoy carving wood. Now, there's a certain Pokemon that I definitely want to carve. When I got done making that carving, I had to show it to someone. I'm gonna ask him if he'd accept me as an apprentice under him. I remember the wood. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sumi, this is a once-in-a-lifetime request. Will you please bring back the Pokemon I'm envisioning as my model? Depends entirely on what it is you're asking for. Like, I can't go and find freaking Rayquaza or anything for you. Really? You'll do it? The Pokemon's name is... I'm sorry, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's real helpful. Thanks. I can see it now. A big, proud red nose and has an impressive mustache. Oh, okay. Okay, that's Probopass. Let me say that once more. A big, proud red nose and it has an impressive mustache. One lives in the Chroma Ruins, I've heard. Yes, don't say. Well, I just came through the Chroma Ruins, and I didn't see no Probopass nowheres. So that's certainly an issue and a half. Alright, well, I guess I just need to look better, I guess. So be it. Oh, hello. Yes, thank you very much, Driftblim. I see a very strong door, and hello, Umbreon. Okay, that's interesting to know that you're hanging out around here, actually. That said, what do I need for this? Level 3 Psi Power? Well, hot damn, I got just the ticket for that. Woo! Carnivore, coming in clutch, let's go. All right, it's been my personal experience that rare and important Pokemon are usually hiding out behind weird, mysterious doors that require psychic Pokemon to shoot lasers at them in order to find. So, logic would dictate that just peering our head in here would show us the mighty Probopass in all of its splendor. As you can see, it does in fact have a big ol' schnoz, a mustache, and for some reason, the hat that they wore in that one Devo music video of Whip It. I don't really know what the deal with that is. Probably something to do with magnets or Moai or I don't know. Doesn't really matter much to me. Point is, we gotta get this here Probopass. And it's dropping all sorts of rocks all over the dang place. You don't gotta be always doing that. I just want to show you to a conflicted marshmallow boy who apparently wants to carve you out of wood, which is interesting to me, but all right. Also, hey, free level up. Nice. I could always use more and more power. Certainly no complaints there. All right, so now all I have to do is get out of here again. All right, be thankful I'm cutting out as much as I am. If there was somehow some other Pokemon with a large red nose that I just somehow forgot, I'm gonna be rather cross, won't lie. Ah, that's it, a Probopass. Huh? That's what it was. It was called Probopass. For a second there, I thought you were not satisfied with this particular pass of the Probo. Thanks, Sumi. I'll set to carving it right away. So am I going to be keeping this Probopass, or... Done! I finally fished my carving of the Probopass. I'll take this carving to Mr. Woodward right now. Sumi, can you come with me, please? I mean, Lord knows I'd prefer to be teleported over there, yeah. Mr. Woodward, please, let me be your apprentice. This Probopass you've carved, it's rough and lumpy. The design is sloppy at best. You're an incompetent buffoon. And there are many nicks and chips. However, your spirit shines through. They can sense your total commitment and dedication to the craft. There's no uncertainty to this, and that's a good thing. Ponte, tell me. I'm no easy taskmaster. So, do you still want to be my apprentice? Yes, please. Good answer. Thanks, Sumi. I think I finally found the path I should be taking in life. It's a shame that I'm swimming in student debts on that Pokemon Ranger degree that I'm just gonna have, like, rotting in a filing cabinet for the rest of my life. But, you know, whatever. Wood carving. You go ahead and just live your best life, buddy. Then again, that's assuming that, like, education in the Pokemon universe actually isn't just completely free. We already know that healthcare is, so why wouldn't education? This place is basically a utopia. Regardless, that's a questo confirmo. What you gonna have me do now? Hey, what you giving me? What you giving me? Rock defense. Oh, rock defense. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Thank you. Still looking for the fancier stuff, but, you know, you take what you can get. Alrighty then, and I guess I do still have that Probopass, which is good, actually, because I used Aerodactyl in order to escape the tunnels a little bit faster, so I still have something that can crush stuff. Fantastic! Ah, since I was in the neighborhood, it only made sense. What seems to be the haps? Sumi, if you could lend me your ear for a bit. You know I can, girl. What you got? You know how my husband is deathly afraid of Pokemon? Mm-hmm. Well, I finally discovered how that sorry state came to be. Last night, I heard my man talking in his sleep. Said a lot of untoward things that I can't be speaking to about to a minor, but there was something interesting in there. It turns out when little Tim was really little, he got scratched by a Slackoth while he was playing one day. Dude's terrified of Pokemon because of a Slackoth, you sirs. He took that Slackoth to be a plush doll and jumped up and down on its belly. Okay, well, never mind. I mean, alright, that'll do. Now, you can say what you will about Slackoth, but that would make anyone angry. Yeah, no, this is all his fault. After that, Slackoth swatted him one. Little Tim's been skittish around Pokemon ever since. When he sees one, he can't help but think it's out to scratch him. So I reckon a little shock treatment could be what the doctor ordered. Can I get you to bring back a Slackoth? Sure, I have a general idea of where I could find one. That's mighty big of you. Remember, it has to be a Slackoth, though. Other Pokemon won't do. Even though I have significantly more intimidating Pokemon on my person at this exact moment. What about you, small child? Meekpudan! Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Anyway, we should be, like, right next to the ranger school, right? I assume we could probably knock a Slackoth out of the tree. I mean, we did it once before, right? I don't remember the specific tree, though, which is a problem. I'm gonna need a Pokemon that can tackle. Bunyeri, do you do that? No, you crush. I think I need something that can do a tackle attack so they can slam into the tree. Because I don't want to crush the tree and I don't want to cut it down either. That's unnecessarily overkill, I would personally believe. I've also just got a Drifblim with me now. I figured I was probably gonna need to float somewhere else. Turns out not so much. Alright, well, let's go ahead and look ourselves around. What about you, Badoo? What is it you do? A level 1 tackle. That could be enough. It didn't seem to take a whole lot of effort to get a Slackoth to fall out of it before. I mean, if it's not enough, it's not enough, and I'll go and find something else. But let's just say that it is for the sake of it. Yeah? Yeah. Woo, look at all them points. So many bonuses just for me. Alright, let's see. I'm relatively certain we can figure something out here. Yeah! Level 1 tackle! Go fig, go fig! Alright, smack your face up against this tree for me, little dude. Boom shagalaga! Hopefully one just is teetering back and forth, and there's a little lad. There we go. If there was even the smallest possibility of that not being a thing that happens, that would have been heartbreaking. Like, well, there wasn't anything in that one. Go and get yourself another tackling Pokemon and tackle a different tree in order to finally find it. Like, maybe that is the case and I just got lucky with my first choice. I don't know. But still. Alrighty, alrighty. Also, I can't help but notice this big ol' rock. Huh. That's probably something of some level of import at some point. Probably. But until I have a quest telling me to go in there, I ain't bothering. I got enough on my plate as is. Slackoth is a fantastic Pokemon. People don't really give it its due because of its horrendous ability, which it gains. It loses in its first evolution, but then when it evolves a second time, it gets it back. Basically, a Slaking can basically, he's about as powerful as most pseudo-legendaries, but he can only attack once every turn, every other turn. So, yeah, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I can understand not wanting to use such a thing, but I always do. I always did. And I mean, I guess spoiler alert, whenever I do finally get around to playing Gen 3, I more than most likely will probably use one there, too. It's just kind of the way of such things. Anywho, all right, come along now. Here's your slack off. Ah, you brought back that slack off. Thank you, darling. Papa! Yes? What is it? Hi, I'm your friend. Ah! That thing! It's a slack off! Ah, it's gonna scratch me! It's gonna gouge my eyes out! It's not going to scratch you. Pretend it's a big pillow and give it a big hug. I would actually not advise hugging Slavs. The way they live their lives and the orientation in which they usually do things usually involves them being, well, moss grows on their fur at best, and other things end up in their fur at worst. I'll just say that much, and I'm assuming Slackoth is something of the same sort. That's the worst pillow I've ever seen! Actually, it's very much in the exact pose of a pillow pet, so... Nah, don't be that way. It's perfectly okay, I tell you. If you won't hurry, I'll scratch it myself. You just have to screw up a bit of your own courage here. Never heard it referred in that regard, but okay. Believe me, you'll get over being scared of Pokemon. You'll find them adorable. Just you trust me, darling. Mama, you're scaring me more. All right, then. I'm keeping my eyes closed, though. Hug the slack off. See? Nothing to be scared of. It's not all right, but it's sort of fluffy. Warm. And it's not scratching me. I'll just take me a little peek here. Ah, it's looking this way. It's kind of cute. It's actually freaking adorable. Slavs are amazing. Tim, you got your fear of Pokemon when you were a tyke. That was when a Slackoth took a swipe at you and gave you a scratch. But you deserved it for jumping on its belly and bouncing around. What is this, freaking Hop on Pop? That's no one's favorite Dr. Seuss book. I've seen more people stick up for the butter battle. Yeah, that's the one, I think. The Great Butter Battle, I believe. You just said that talking in your sleep last night. I did that? I can't rightly recall something from that long ago. I guess therapy really does help. Still, I reckon I surely owe that slack off an apology. Sumi, I owe you a big ol' thanks. I figure Tim's gotten over some of his fear of Pokemon from this. That tickles, slack off. Well, that's nice. I like that these post-game missions involve so much resolving of side character, like, you know, subplots in a way. Like, I'm in bettering lives here. We helped out the Marshmallow Boy, we helped out Little Tim. I'm digging it, I really am. All right, so what kind of prize do you want a guts to give me? What you wants to guns to give? Ground defense, huh? It doesn't really have anything to do with a slack off, but I guess you could stretch it to say farm, cultivating dirt, stuff like that, I guess. I guess that makes about as much sense as anything. Alrighty, well, let me take a quick gander. Anybody in our old stomping grounds looking for me to do something for them? Oh my goodness, hello peoples. Hello various peoples. You were given an entry pass to the capture arena? Fuzzy on the details, but you have to cross the sea to get there. Not only that, a boat can't reach it. You have to ride a Pokemon to get there. I wouldn't have a clue what that Pokemon might be. We'll stay on guard in Vinetown. Sumi, you're gonna be dashing all over Almia. Bro, I already have. Let's both do our best at our jobs. All right, buddy? That's the plan. You're taking on more dangerous missions, aren't you? Take care, please. I will, for you. I've decided to take the entrance exam for the Ranger School. Barlow convinced me to. He told me age doesn't matter. I mean, it's still gonna be awkward as hell being in the same class as a bunch of, you know, preteens and whatnot when I'm 36, but, you know, it is what it is. I haven't dismantled anything lately. Feel a little stressed about that. Fair. Anyway, just to make sure that this episode has its vibe quota filled, let's just go ahead and do ourselves some of that. There we are, and off I go to find yet another quest. Husang! Hello, I have it on relatively decent authority that we've got some iconic NPCs that have quests for me's. Also, ignore the new Pokemon that I've gained off screen. Those aren't important for anything, I promise, absolutely. Sumi, can you keep a secret? I like to think that I can. I guess it depends entirely on what the secret is. Like, if you're just gonna try and tell me something embarrassing about yourself, then sure, I can respect your privacy in keeping it to myself and even be honored that you trust me with that kind of information. However, if you're about to tell me that you've killed a person and hid them underneath the floorboards, I am going to have to contact the authorities. It's about a secret, actually. A secret only known to 3 people. The 3 are Professor Hastings, Chairperson Irma, and me. Old people! We 3 would like to share our secret with someone much younger. Okay, and that younger person, well, that would be you, Sumi. Would you like to know about the secret we shared as a trio? I don't know, the way you're phrasing it kind of makes me want to say no, but a quest is a quest. Very well, you may consider this a quest. First, a hint. On the east side of the schoolyard, at the south end, there are stairs. Yes, it's Ascension Square. In it stands the Pledge Stone. There we go, for some reason I botched that pronunciation. That's all I'm willing to tell you. Off you go. Uh-huh. Oh, no, I mustn't forget. I'll entrust you with the key. Ooh, the key. This is mine now. Okay, well, that's all extraordinarily vague and what have you, but sure, I can probably make something happen. There's a book, PC for Novices. It's funny because he's old and he don't know how the computer work. Good times, good times. The kind of man who thinks the internet is just a series of tubes. You don't want to clog them up. Simple as that. Alright, so you want me to go to Ascension Square? Then Ascension Square I shall do. Although it's interesting, you have to descend the staircase in order to reach Ascension Square. Does anyone else think that's a little strange? I think that's a little strange. Anywho, alright, what do we got here? A level 5 tackle, you say? Well, I just so happen to bring along with me a Pokemon capable of level 5 tackling. I think the only Pokemon capable of level 5 tackling. Now get the ever-loving hell out of here, Pledge Stone. Ain't nobody give a damn about you. That might just be the most Legend of Zelda puzzle-solving situation we've come across this entire playthrough. And there's been competition! Alrighty-dighty-doo. What do we got in here? I legitimately do not know. Ooh, boxes and things. An old black and white photograph. It shows 3 children. There's a boy wearing glasses and a girl with her hair pulled back in pigtails. There's also a boy wearing a white lab coat. Well, he looks very impatient. Yeah, I bet. This appears to be a diary shared by all 3. Wow, a diary shared by 3 people at the same time? That actually sounds kind of neat. It's locked. But I have the key. Also, shout out to Machop's idle animation where he's just going, yeah, come on, let's go. Anyway, what's in the book? X month, XX day. I'm twitching with excitement. I'm very close to figuring out how we could communicate our feelings to Pokemon. It's a little thing we like to call speaking. Like, Pokemon aren't stupid. You can just talk to them. They know what we're saying. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. Hasting. Or Hatsing. Did I say Hatsing? Have I been? Hey, well, that's weird. That's wonderful to hear, Hastings. But you should slow down. You don't want to be too hasty. Why, you even misspelled your own name. Hey! I hurt my hands clapping. Ow. Alright. So I did misspell my own name. Hatsting. Sounds like an odd fellow. Who could this mysterious Hatsting be? Perhaps Irma's boyfriend? Hastings? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Hastings is shooting his shot, and it ain't gonna end well. You two get along famously. I'm thinking of education systems that can teach kids properly about Pokemon. My dream is to build a school for that one day. Yes, a school about Pokemon. Kind of weird that one of those wouldn't have existed up to this point, considering Pokemon have been on this earth before humans were. That's a wonderful dream to have. I hope you'll make that dream come true. It's a dream worth keeping. And then there was Irma, completely ignoring Hastings' words. He was not subtle at all, but she still chose to, you know what, for the sake of our friendship, I'm just gonna let you down by not saying a word. I'm counting on your support too. I finally worked out the concept of capturing Pokemon. The next step is to develop the actual tool for performing captures. This could be a challenge, however. Hastings. Capture? I have no idea what that is, but I'd like to hear about it when you have time. And maybe able to offer you help. Lamont. I'm glad to hear of your dreams. I have a dream too. It also has to do with Pokemon. I want to actively protect Pokemon in the natural environment. To do so, I suppose I should form an official organization. I wouldn't know where to begin. What kind of paperwork do you gotta file for that kind of thing? I have an idea and it's brilliant! I will develop a device for capturing Pokemon. Lamont will make a school that teaches about capturing Pokemon, and Irma can make an organization for protecting Pokemon and people by using captures in a peaceful manner. The organization would be a gathering of the like-minded, a union, if you will. Maybe our dreams could actually be one dream seen 3 different ways. Maybe our dreams are the same. Hastings. Pokemon Ranger! How do you like the sound of that? It's a name I just thought up. It's a name for someone that uses the capture technique for peace. A ranger uses captures for protecting Pokemon, nature, and people. If that name works for you two, it would set the name of my organization to be. It would be the Ranger Union, Irma. Pokemon Ranger sounds good. If that works for Hastings, it would also set the name for my school to be. It would be the Ranger School, naturally, Lamont. I concur with Pokemon Ranger, yes, yes. The Ranger Union and Ranger School sound excellent as well. Also, I spent all last night drawing up the blueprints for my capturing device. I shall name it the Capture Loopy Looper. Antagonist. Aw, man, why couldn't it be the Loopy Looper? The Capture Loopy Looper? One hopes there would be a better name than that. You also signed off as Hatagonitz? You should get some sleep, bro. Also, exchanging a journal like this is too slow. We need to get together and, like, talk. The 3 of us. We should meet at the spot. On that small island east of Vinetown. In the secret underground room that Hastings dug. He dug this place out? What, did he also pour the cement? Did he bring down the bookshelves? How did he pull that off? Huh. Very good of you to find this place. My goodness. The lore! This is where we 3 gathered to talk about our big dreams. It's also where we pledge support for each other's dreams. Oh, hello. Suddenly you're also here. How many decades has it been? 40? 50 decades? Perhaps. It brings back memories. Look at all these old people. Woo! You've gotten a peek at my idealistic youth. It's somewhat embarrassing. Wah-ha-ha!
Wah-ha-ha?
When would it be now? I remember you, Keith, and Rhythmy pledging to make each other's dreams come true. That would have been at the Ascension Square outside. That scene was like seeing our younger selves all over again. I get the overwhelming impression that you 3 are significantly closer to each other than I am with Keith and Rhythmy, if I'm being honest with you. Like, they're basically mild co-workers at best to me at this point. So, like, yeah. I'm just being real. Over decades, centuries, millenniums, we hope our dreams never die. We hope our ideas are passed on without end from generation to generation. That is why we wanted you to see this place, where our dreams began. You represent the future. You give us hope for the future. Don't be pressured by those words or anything. A little too late for that one, buddy. You should do as you've always done by the strength of your own convictions. But capture Loopy Looper? What was I thinking? Jesus Christ. Quest clear. Well, alright then. It's interesting that you passed this information on to me and not Keith and Rhythmy. Like, shouldn't you have invited them too for this whole situation? Wouldn't have that made the whole idea a little more poignant? You've done well to crack our secret. I pushed a rock. Let's be real, I didn't do much. I'd like you to have this as your reward, Sumi. What's you got? Ooh, Dagron defenses. I want some defenses to the Dagrons. Thank you. Very nice. We're making progress up in here. That's what you wanna see, y'all. All right then, I hope you'll keep at your quest of making your dreams come true. My thoughts go with you. Thank you. I hope you'll carry our dreams forward. And also maybe your own, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Well, remembering the past rekindled my enthusiasms. Back to the lab, there's always more research to be done. Rock on, you crazy old timers. Rock on. That was fun. I enjoyed the fact that it wasn't even remotely stressful in any capacity. It was just a small little detour, you know, getting some lore, having some fun. That's nice. Considering the fact that some of these later quests are going to be major pains in the tweets, I'm pretty thankful for that, honestly. As delightful as that all was, Miss April also has need of our assistance now, doesn't she? Doesn't she? What the actual hick and heck would you like us to do, girl? Oh, Sumi, what good timing. A Parsarichu recently made its home in the schoolhouse. Gasp, but that Parsarichu, it's become a real nuisance. It likes to gnaw on and hide things. Mr. Kaplan and I tried capturing it, but it was too quick for us. This is strictly between you and me. It's about Mr. Kaplan. That poor guy. The Parsarichu bit him on the nose. Ow. Damn, I hope he saw a doctor after that. So, Sumi, I'd like to call upon your expertise as a ranger. Will you capture the Parsarichu for me? Absolutely. I knew you'd accept. Thank you. The Parsarichu should be somewhere in the schoolhouse. How incredibly descriptive. I'll check the basement. That's usually where rodents end up going. Also, this is a quest that only shows up if you didn't get Parsarichu initially, like at the beginning of the game. Let's see. I haven't been down here since the game friggin' started. Bats! Ghosts! Bats and ghosts and ghosts and bats. Alright, well, honestly, I really did think that there was going to be hanging out inside the basement. Turns out, no. Not today, Zubato! Not today, Zubato! Domo arigato, Mr. Zubato. I make myself laugh. The boys' bedroom. You're still not allowed in there. That's very funny. They are dedicated to that very silly thing. Anyway, no Parsarichu be going after the Gorleys. Alright, I have checked the upstairs and I have checked the downstairs, and I have located a big heap and helping of absolutely honkin' nothing. Also, I guess you said she said the schoolyard, didn't she? Also, aren't you the exact same person who was there when I was going to this school? You looked awfully familiar, and then it finally dawned on me. You're Sumi. You're in the book I'm reading now. I'm in a book? Oh, damn, okay. I guess, I have done a fair few things worth making note of, but still. Oh, okay. Well, there you go then. Hello. Thanks, Bidoof. Are you gonna run over to a different box, or are you just gonna chill? This appears to only be a plush doll. Oh. That is an exceptionally weird thing to do, game. I'm not gonna lie to you. What? Of all the plush doll Pokemon we could find, it just so happened to coincidentally be the exact Pokemon that we were on the hunt for in the first place? Like, for real? Actual factual for Honey Nut Relios? We're doing that? Alright, well, clearly this is the way that we were supposed to go about things. Okay, so there's definitely at least another box or two around here. I'm guessing one of these is inexplicably going to not be a plush doll. Let's see if it's this one. And headbutt that thing! Ba-ba-ba-boom! Alright, hello. Are you also another plush? Look, yes? It appears to be only a plush doll. Okay, so why are there so many Parsarichu plushies just chilling out all over the dang place? Who owns this many, and why are they leaving them all over the place? Also, how did that one end up inside the plant? That plush doll moved. That one moved on its own. What? That was not where it was initially. What kind of nonsense is going on here? I feel as if I might be getting bamboozled or something. Hard to say, hard to say. Well, at the very least, catching these Bidoof are extraordinarily, hilariously simple. I definitely appreciate that much. If you're gonna make me catch something in order to break a bunch of stuff over and over again, I would prefer if it was, you know, as simple and easy as is humanly feasible. Or Bidoofily possible. I mean, if you feel so inclined. Alright, we got a bunch of nerds nerding it up. You go ahead and keep on being a bunch of nerds. Imagine you're just doing your school studies and all of a sudden a goddamn, like, not just a top ranger, but like the top ranger that saved the entire Almia region just busted in with like a big ol' cavalcade of Pokemon, ran around the room looking for something, couldn't find it, and then just left without saying a word. That would be a wild as hell. Anyway, do you have any boxes around here? Got some boxes? There's a box. There's a goddamn box for you. Go ahead and break that box. There you go. Are you an actual Parsarichu? Could you please possibly maybe be one? What do you mean it's only a doll? Oh my god! Guys, this is redonkulous. How many of these things do you need me to bust up before you finally give me the goddamn squirrel? This quest borders on the line of just downright redonkulous. Silly and willy, if I may be so bold as to say. Oh my goodness. Oh, but don't worry, I'm getting lots of EXP from all these Bidoof. Okay, was there a box up on the top floor? It seems very feasible. Hello? Ah, yes, here we are again. Usually you only have to go about breaking 3 things. You know, the rule of 3. But this now we're dealing with a 4th one? Yet another doll? Ah, no! Ha ha! You tried to bamboozle me, but you failed this day. Huh, but okay, 4th time's the charm, I suppose. All right, you go ahead and just be yourself. Be the little electric squirrely squirrel that you were always destined to be, as I do my best to loopy-loopy-loop. Why you are in need of so many loops, I haven't the slightest. My goodness. I get because you're post-game content and everything, but realistically, you should be about as easy to capture as a Bidoof, or a Pichu, or a Badoo, or any such thing. Parsarichu ain't exactly the most paragon of power, is all I'm saying. Anywho, there you go. Thank you for the squirrel. And because we found said squirrel, I'm assuming... Oh, you're just walking over. Okay, I was gonna say, I guess we wouldn't have to, like, go over and talk to you. Thank you, Sumi. You've improved, haven't you? Debatably, but I mean, I get results. Oh, is that all you had to say on the matter? Okay, bye. I guess that's all there is to it on that one. Alright, sure. And now I am friends with the mighty squirrel. The Parsarichu appears to be pretty freaking dope. Yes, that do be a squirrel. Yeah, squirrels! You know, Machop, you are ridiculously hype, and I appreciate your enthusiasms. But if I want any of these Pokemon to actually get any screen time, I'm just gonna have to let it happen as it happens. They're not going to get as much for screen time. Like, it's never going to be equivalent by any stretch of the imagination, but it's better than getting absolutely none, I suppose, right? I'm just gonna have to tell myself that. Anyway, alright. So here's a what's a where a gunsta does. We are going to fly ourselves over to the desert. Let's see, where'd you, the oil field? No, Hippowdon Temple. I mean, I'm sure we're going to have to go there eventually, but not at this exact moment. No, sir, no, sir. Now we ride, woo! By the power of a very large bird. All right. So, I specifically read up on this one. Like, when I was just looking through the quest, it was like, save the oasis, bring a Pokemon that can make the rain happen. And, well, we know for a fact that Blastoise be all about that. Okay, so I kind of thought that the quest giver would be near the oasis itself. Apparently, that was a very foolish idea on my part. Fair, fair, fair. You're not the one. It's supposed to be like a lady type or something. All right, let's see. Anybody hanging out in here? Who wants the oasis back? It should be everybody. There should be like a town-wide event, like, quest. Every single person here is like, hey, could you do the thing? Go do the thing. You know, that sort of thing. There we are. There's an old person. Young lady, may I ask for your help? You may. The terrible sandstorm that we had has caused our oasis to dry up. We're quickly running low on even drinking water, which we need to survive. Wow, I didn't know water was that important. Thanks for the information, lady. Those children are doing the rain dance ritual, but they're complete incompetent losers. If you can, please bring back, like, an actual Pokemon that can actually make rain happen. Oh, and please keep it a secret from those children. Oh, you want me to make you want me to abide their delusions? Okay. I have heard rumors of a Pokemon that put out the terrible fire of Vine Forest. It supposedly did that by bringing about a downpour. Indeed. Now, I don't know if this is all true or not, but it's worth a try. Can you bring back that Pokemon and give it a try for us? Boy, are you in for some good news. Oh, thank goodness, I'm counting on you. You just go back to staring at what I can only presume to be some breed of cacti? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a botanist. I don't know plants. Okay, so where do I need to be to do the thing? Where do I go to make it rain, but at the exact same time, not make the children depressed about the fact that it clearly wasn't their work that did it? Maybe somewhere around here? Or can I just have Blastoise? No, I need to find a specific location. I need, like, a thing. Unless, hang on. Is there any chance that I could just talk to the old lady again and like, hey, I brought it. Where do you want me to go? Is that perhaps some sort of aspect to it? Let's find out. Let's find out real fast. Like, hello. I found the thing. Oh, a Blastoise! Oh, there we are. All right. My bad, is what can make it rain. I hate to be so demanding, but can you take that Blastoise up behind my house? The cliff should be a good place for the Pokemon to do its rain dance. Thank you. Make sure the children don't notice you. I'm counting on you. It's gonna be kind of hard to have the children not notice a gargantuan bazooka turtle stumbling and bumbling its way on behind them or anything, but sure. I feel like if the children aren't complete and total morons, they should be able to figure out what's going on, but sure. Do your thing, Blastoise! There we go. Big rain! There you go. Aha! Yay! We did it! It's raining! It's rain! It started to rain! It's amazing! Our rain dance worked! Did my song make the sky cry? Yeah, it was pretty bad. Anyway. There we go. I've transmogrified that sand into water. I'm not entirely sure if that's exactly how that would work, but, it did, so there you go. Thanks, Blastoise. Much appreciation for your face. There we are. Now that's like probably one of the best things we've done for anybody, honestly. Like getting drinking water to a town? Yeah, no, that's a worthwhile use of my time. Oh, thank goodness. We can survive here now without the extraordinarily jacked up prices of bottled water. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Ain't no thing. It's all part of the job, don't you know? It's just what I friggin' do. It's my thing. Alrighty then. Oh, and now I get my prize. Riv me calling. Your quest is confirmed cleared. You're doing good. Here, have some prize. We getting more defenses or something better? Recovery. Now what the heck is that all about? What you trying to give me here? Restore the style energy by 2 points after a successful capture. So do I just have it at like 2 points, or does it stack and I get 3 points every single time I capture anything? That's the question now, isn't it? That's the right proper question now, isn't it? All right, well, I'm sure we'll figure that out real fast. Because I'm pretty sure this child wants me to go to the temple again. I saw something weird in front of Hippowdon Temple. Something big and weird was squirming around on the nose of Hippowdon Temple. So what you're saying is you want me to go through the temple until I reach that point, huh? Great, because that's totally my favorite dungeon. I don't know what it was. Maybe a tumbleweed? Maybe it might not be a tumbleweed. It could have been a Pokemon, even. Could you go look, Ranger? I reckon I probably could. If it's a Pokemon, you have to help it. Yes. Yes, I do. And I shall. So don't even trip your dip on that one, kid. All right. Well, before I just jump ahead to me going wherever it is I need to be, let's go ahead and there you are. There you are. There you are. Okay, let's go ahead and capture the Scorpion, see how much HP I gain. I want to do it on screen so we can, like, verify it and everything. There you go. Spinny, spinny, loopy, loopy, loop, loop, loop. And then, a big old pile of the goopy goops. The nasty old goopy goopy goops. And then a powder. A fine powder indeed. Nay, nay. No thank thee. There we are. Yep. All right.
A few moments later.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, no, that little lad do be, in fact, doing himself a big old struggle. You know, realistically... Oh, there's another quest here, too. All right, well, that's nice. Realistically, I could just tell the lad to let himself drop and I could catch him, but, yeah, I guess the game ain't gonna play that way, is it? All right. I'll go through the temple, then. Boy, I sure do hate going through Hippowdon Temple. Do I really need to capture it this way? This seems ever so slightly overkill, but all right. We shall now make friends with the mighty hippo. Ooh, doing itself a little bit of a stompy stomp. And there you go. All right, one would like to think that they would be rather docile, given the circumstances. It's like, yes, maybe, perhaps, perchance you could save my life and not let me fall to my doom, even though I'm pretty sure you would land on some soft sand. So it seems entirely unnecessary, if I'm honest, but there you are, I suppose. All right, I don't suppose the game would be cool and chill and awesome enough to just let me jump off the top of this thing. I've jumped from higher places and been fine. Anyway, Parsarichu, your time with us has been brief, but now it's hippo time. It's hippo time! Hippopotas. Hippopotas. That is its name. Would you like to take Hippopotas? Yes, I would. Flying squirrel! Alright then. There you go. Jaunty little jingle. Now, can I please just jump down? No, I gotta go the long way just to talk to that dude in the front door that's gonna make me go back forward through the whole temple again anyway. I can feel it in my bones! Alright, fine. I hate Hippowadon Temple. Anyway, what do you want me to do inside there? Hey, say, Ranger, do you have some time? A little bit, sure. A Starly wanders into the temple every so often. Oh, wow. Hippopotas is not even gonna get, like, any screen time at all, because we're gonna end up with Starly. Alright, well, these things happen. Apparently, it keeps going farther and farther in until it gets stuck. It's a very stupid bird. I tried capturing it a couple times so I could set it loose, but I couldn't do it. You see, it's really timid. It flees if you see it coming. Ranger, I think now this is a job for you. Please help this Starly. All right, fine. That's the spirit, Ranger. Go save that Starly. I'm gonna go and do the thing. Woo. You guys want a vibe? Let's have a little bit of a vibe first. There we are. The vibes make everything better. All right, well, here I freaking go again. Okay, actually, I think I get it now. If I could go from the top corner there, I could basically catch it entirely unawares. All right, ignore you. God damn this freaking gabite! Every single time I go through this area, it does this bullcrap. I don't want you. Go away. Useless ass goddamn monstrosity. Ugh. I'm here for the goddamn tiny bird. What are you doing? What is this? Oh, you're dive bombing me now. Okay, well, at least I was correct in my guess. Had to make that as extremely difficult as absolutely possible. Now, who cares if I've been able to capture Star Raptors, the final evolution of a Starly, in like 3 loops? This very specific Starly is built different, apparently. No idea what that's all about. Anyway, if you could, chill out just a little tiny bit. Thank you. Yeesh. Artificially making this Pokemon that has no business being difficult to be captured happen that way. I don't know why you gotta be that way, game. But okay, there. Board captured. Also, how did you even get in here? You know, I really look down on Rangers. What? That's not right. I look up to them. Yeah, I freaking bet you do. Man really just came in here to just casually insult me and then take it back. That guy sucks. I hate that man specifically. Jesus Christ. The Starly appears to have bonded with Sumi. So it would seem. So it would seem. Again, naturally, if you chose Starly as your starting partner Pokemon, then this quest would never happen. A tempting prospect of that, I assure. Alright, so how are we doing on quests? I mean, I've done a fair few by this point, right? I gotta be whittling down the numbers something fierce. Surely I've managed as much. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, we've got... Right, we gotta go to Murph. We need to go to Nage, Miss Winter. Miss Winter, Nage. All right, I actually do know what we could do for those. And it would be nice. We're also gonna have to climb Alchu Tower again. Then, oh my god, gotta do that, and we gotta do this, and we gotta do another thing. So much to do, so much to do. All right. A ranger's job is never done until it's actually very much completely done. All right, I'll meet you back, you know, where there's another quest. I'll grab some Pokemon I need for it, too. This actually wasn't the quest that I was initially going to be going for, but I mean, the situation kind of fell into my lap, you know? So we're just gonna go ahead and do this. What's up? 3 huge blocks of ice have fallen in front of Almia Castle. They're a real headache. Pardon? There's no one in the castle, so who would be disturbed by the ice blocks? It's quite true what you say, but but that's not important. Yes, it is! Why do you keep telling me to go to that castle so people don't get inconvenienced around there when nobody's there? Please, can you do something about the 3 blocks of ice? I can make an honest attempt. That would be helpful. The ice blocks in front of Almia Castle are big, but they should be easy for you. Alright, but I'm still not gonna go and do the whole Empoleon swimming thing. I'm gonna go get another Staraptor and I'm just gonna fly there. Alrighty, everybody cross your fingers and toes that these Pokemon that I brought along with me are gonna be good enough. Yes, level 2 burns, nice! Nice. Here we are. Yeah, I was in the oil rig hideout to get myself a Luxray for reasons. You don't need to worry about that. And a bunch of Houndoom decided to keep tackling me, so I captured them, and I was like, isn't there a quest that involves melting a bunch of ice? And at that point, I had 3 fire Pokemon, all capable of doing the thing, so this side quest just kinda, you know, it just kinda worked out in my favor to get done right here and now, you know? It was the right call, I personally believe. And of course, that also means that Arcanine, at long last, gets to do a thing as soon as the game lets me click on them instead of Luxray. What the crap? Okay, God, that was annoying. No matter... Why was it grabbing the Pokemon behind Arcanine the entire time? Ever-loving nonsense is what that is. But alright, there we are. Another Pokemon. Finally getting its due. Let's report back to Miss Winter. Yeah, I will do that, but there's actually something else I can do here while I have the time. Alright, remember the boss fight with Frostlass? Well, apparently Frostlass after that just kind of, no pun intended, chills around the castle at this point, and we're gonna sort of kind of need her for something, so I'm gonna have to go through the entirety of Almia Castle in order to get myself Frostlass on my team again so we can do an entirely separate quest. It's just a good time-saving measure, I suppose. Alright. I'm gonna go get her, and I'll meet you guys, you know, back at the old lady. I'm gonna be entirely honest with you, those ice blocks really weren't blocking off much of anything. You could pretty easily just slide through them without any issues, so I don't know why it was as much of a problem for you as you seem to be purporting. Thank you! You must be freezing, you poor thing. I'm a lot of things, but I'm also triumphant, so, you know, that... My fiery passion tends to keep me warm on occasion, I find. But, you know, a coat would still be pretty nice. It would, you know, I'm just saying, maybe some pants. Flying defense, that makes no sense as a prize for this mission, but I'll take it. There you are. Okay, we've almost got all the defenses possible, which is nice. All right, I was able to get Frostlass, so now we're going to quickly head on over to Boyland. I come bearing various ice types. What is the haps? It may surprise you, but my grandpa has done many things for the village. His brain don't work too good no mo, but he's still, you know, pretty respected. For example, he held snow festivals every year. He would get Pokemon to make it snow, which is obviously rare here. He did it so the people could experience and enjoy coldness for the first time ever. But in the past several years, we've had no luck finding snow-making Pokemon. Without snow, we've had to cancel our snow festivals. That is depressing. That's it! We've not had a snow festival yet. Let's have a snow festival, right now! We have a ranger who could help. It's true, there is. I am one, and I can do that. Oh, Grandpa. But he is right, too. Maybe you can help us, Ranger. If I recall, aren't there Pokemon in Hia Valley that could make it snow? Well, the greater majority can make that happen, yes. Could you capture a Frostlass and a Glalie and bring them to us? As a matter of fact, I might be able to do that, yeah. Good, now make haste. I've made such unbelievable haste, I did the entire quest before I even got here. That's how much haste I just made. Were you successful in finding snow-making Pokemon? Yes, obviously, here they are. In 2 flavors. Ah! The snow-making Pokemon are with us! Quick, to the village square with them! I do have to wonder, I mean, these Pokemon have to be pretty freaking powerful to make it snow for anything more than like 5 minutes near an active volcano. Look at all those steam vents. But all right. Let's go! Behold the power of cold! Yeah, snow, snow, snow! Maybe everyone's brains can stop frying like an egg in a frying pan at this point. Oh wow, this is snow? I've never seen anything like it. It's cold and feels good. It's nice in moderation, but only in moderation. It's the snow festival, is it? I love how the village is transformed into a winter wonderland. Fwachoo! Well, there you honk and go. Thanks, Glalie. See you again. Same to you as well, Frostlass. Nice to actually have like a former boss Pokemon help out in such a way. And then does it like instantaneously stop being icy? Because that'd be funny. Like the second they stop. Rangy? Yeah, I guess I could be that. Ranger, I'm sorry for being so pushy about getting your help. Thank you so much. It's what I friggin' do, people. Don't even worry about it. Hey, now, give me my prize, why don't you? I demand it. Quest is confirmed. Come on, come on, come on. I gotta fill out this entire thingamadoo. Ice defense, there you go. See, now that makes perfect sense for the quest. Thank you. Sha-sha-shing! There you are. Okay. So close to getting them all. We're so close, guys. We can totally do this. Okay, now, I'm gonna go to the Ranger Union. All right, Kage, you big stinking nerd. I was hoping you'd be in here. What is it that you need, anyway? Sue me. You're the one person we can ask with full confidence. God knows we can't ask Keith, wherever the hell that guy went. Let me explain. We've teamed up with Isaac. More precisely, we're conducting research with his team at the Reborn Ultra Incorporated. The theme of our research is eco-friendly power generation for the future. We're considering the generation of power from a huge variety of sources. For example, energy from napping, smelling, laughing, and a full belly. What is this Monsters, Inc. level bullcrap you're trying to spew at me right now? What? We're being thorough in our approach. You don't say. For our research, we need the help of some electric Pokemon. You don't say! Raichu, Luxray, and Ampharos. You don't say! Those 3 Pokemon, we think, will provide us with lots of electricity. We'd like to bring them back, you to bring them back to us. Will you do it? Yeah, you know what? I think I might be able to handle that. That's heartening to know. Please bring back all 3 at the same time. That's Raichu, Luxray, and Ampharos. Remember it as Ryluxamp. Or, I could do my own thing. My own thing just might be good enough if I'm being honest with you. So, yeah, here you honk and go. I didn't even know I was gonna need an Ampharos when I ended up doing this ultimately. It just kind of worked out that way. Raichu, Luxray, and Ampharos! That's the set we asked for. Ryluxamp! Yep, they're what we needed. I'll take these 3 to Ultra Incorporated. I'm sure Isaac will be delighted. Thanks a lot! You are welcome! And with that, I've actually managed to clear up my pretty much my entire, like, roster of Pokemon. I'll actually be able to do a, more complicated and annoying mission that requires holding on to 6 unique Pokemon all at the same time. Well, not unique, but, like, I need 6 specific Pokemon in order to beat one of the quests. That's what I need. And it's going to be a bit of a pain to get all of them, but now that I actually have room in my inventory, I can make it happen. Hey, is what I'm trying to say. Now, if you'd be so kind as to give me a prize. Do I already have maxed out electric defenses, or... No, I don't, but I do now. That works out just fine. Thank you muchly. Thank you muchly. All right, so I'm now going to go on an epic quest to capture 6 Pokemon. Which ones will they be? You'll find out right now.